There is a moment every single morning that most people sleep straight through without ever noticing its power. It happens just before the world starts pulling at you, just before your to-do list crowds into your head, just before your phone lights up and drags your attention into everyone else's noise. It's that thin, quiet space between sleeping and waking. And inside that space, your whole life is negotiable again. Nothing has touched you yet. Nothing has claimed you yet. Your mind is still soft, still open, still undecided about who you're going to be today. That first breath, that first flicker of awareness, is the single most powerful moment you get in any 24-hour stretch. Because in it, you are standing closer to who you actually are than you will be at any other point in the day. Not the version of you shaped by old wounds. Not the version stitched together from other people's opinions. Not the tired, defensive, over-it version from yesterday. Just you, plain and unclaimed. The living image of something greater moving through a human shape. This is why the old texts say mercy is new every single morning. Not because the divine changes its mind, but because you are handed a fresh, uncarved version of yourself every time you open your eyes. And you're invited to remember who that really is. So before you check a single notification, before you replay yesterday's argument in your head, before old patterns get their hooks back in you, just slow down and let this sink into you all the way to the bottom. This isn't a pep talk. It isn't hype to get you moving. It's a recalibration, a quiet return to the truth about yourself that noise and habit keep burying. It's the part of you that keeps calling you back to the version your soul already knows, the version your spirit has been waiting to actually live in. So breathe in slow, let it out slow, and just let this land. Today starts on the inside. Today starts with awareness. Today starts with the source underneath everything. Because nothing in your outer life moves until your inner state lines up with one simple, unshakable truth. You build your world from the inside going outward, never the other way around. Not from your circumstances, not from your history, not from what anyone thinks of you, not from fear, and not from doubt. Every single morning you're handed a blank page, and whatever you decide to believe in these first few minutes echoes through everything that follows. And this isn't just a spiritual idea. It's backed by simple biology too. In those first waking minutes, your brain is at its most impressionable point of the entire day. Your subconscious is wide open. Your imagination is unusually sensitive. Your emotional tone is soft and moldable. Whatever gets pressed into your awareness right now becomes the seed for everything that grows through your day. So really listen, really feel this. Let it become the ground you stand on. I'm not just a passenger being pushed around by life. Life responds to me. Life reflects me back to myself. Life follows the state I'm occupying. And today, I'm choosing a higher one. Today I'm choosing to remember the strength that was placed inside me the moment breath first entered my lungs. Because the great teachers didn't come to show us what a higher power could do. They came to show us what that power could do working through an ordinary person. The kingdom, they said, is within you. Because your ability to shape your reality was never sitting out there in your circumstances. It was always sitting in your consciousness. So as daylight climbs, you rise with it. Not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, energetically too. This is the hour where alignment happens. This is the hour where intention gets set. This is the hour where whatever you believe becomes the architect that designs your entire day. As this new light starts touching your awareness, let something in you wake up to a bigger truth. You don't start your day at zero. You start it from consciousness, long before your feet ever hit the floor. Before you step into your routines and your responsibilities, you're stepping into a state, an inner atmosphere, a belief structure, a quiet vibration that will color every conversation, every opportunity, every reaction, every moment that unfolds after it. This is exactly why mornings matter so much. This is why being intentional in these minutes matters so much. This is why the first words you say to yourself, even silently, carry so much weight. Because your day isn't shaped by what happens to you. It's shaped by who you're being while it happens. Your inner state sets the tone for the entire world you're about to step into. There's an old teaching about being transformed by the renewing of your mind, and that renewal was never meant to be some intellectual exercise. It's a spiritual repositioning, a shift from fear into faith, from doubt into certainty, from reacting to actually creating. Every morning, you get to leave yesterday's version of yourself behind and step into the version you're actually meant to be today. But to really step into that version, you have to understand something most people never stop to consider. Your imagination isn't fantasy, it's creation itself. This is something manifestation teaching has always pointed to, echoing something scripture already said long before, that imagination is the divine faculty through which reality gets spoken into being. When it said, "Let there be light," that creation didn't start with a sound. It started with intention, with a vision, with an image of what was about to exist. Your day works exactly the same way. It begins with the image you're holding of yourself. Wake up carrying a weight, and your day mirrors that weight back at you. Wake up in gratitude, and your day starts multiplying good things. Wake up in confidence, and opportunity somehow finds you. Wake up in fear, and every obstacle seems to grow bigger. Not because the world itself changed, but because whatever state you're occupying decides what you actually notice and experience. Your nervous system is scanning constantly for evidence to back up what you already believe. Your mind filters everything through the assumptions you're carrying. Your emotions vibrate at a frequency that pulls in matching experiences. Your inner world isn't passive, it's directive. It's instructing your outer world in every single moment, which is exactly why this quiet stretch of morning before the noise of the world gets in might be the most important part of your entire life. Because right here, you get to choose exactly who you're going to be today, not by forcing it, but by aligning with it. Not by straining, but by remembering. Not by pushing, but by finally accepting a truth that's been sitting quietly in your spirit since the moment you were formed. Everything I am was placed inside me on purpose. Let that settle into your chest. Let it move through your heartbeat. Let it become the rhythm underneath your breathing. You aren't just watching life happen. You're a participant in something being created. You aren't powerless, and you aren't small, and you were never some accident dropped into a chaotic world by mistake. You are awareness. You are intention. You are a kind of spiritual authority wearing a physical body. And your day gets shaped not by what's waiting out there for you, but by what's rising up inside you right now. So let this morning become sacred to you. Let it become the moment you remember who you actually are. Take one more slow breath, deep and deliberate, and as you let it go, release the identity you were carrying yesterday. The doubts, the fears, the recycled stories, the old assumptions that were dragging you down, the habits that stopped reflecting the person you're becoming. Let all of it dissolve the way night dissolves into morning light. Because this new day wasn't given to you as a repeat. It was given to you as a fresh start. An invitation to choose again, to see again, to believe again, to begin again, from a place of quiet, awakened authority. Now that your mind has settled enough to actually receive this, here's the deeper truth underneath everything. You don't just meet your day, you create it. Not through force, not through anxious over-planning, through the quality of awareness you carry into every moment. Your consciousness is the cause. Your day is only the effect. Once you really get that, morning stops being a routine and becomes something closer to a small ceremony of creation. Because the day you're about to walk through is already being shaped right now by the thoughts you're accepting, the feelings you're nurturing, the state you're choosing to occupy in this exact minute. So ask yourself gently, without any judgment attached, what am I choosing to believe about myself today? Not yesterday, not last week, not during the hardest stretch of your life, today. Because the person who woke up this morning isn't identical to the person who fell asleep last night. Something shifted, something softened, something woke back up inside you. This is the quiet grace of morning. It renews your sense of identity, lifts something heavy off a tired soul, and whispers that you're allowed to begin again. So choose your state on purpose. Choose peace. Choose clarity. Choose gratitude. Choose expectancy. Choose the identity that was placed inside you long before any of your circumstances existed. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait for outside proof. Don't wait for your situation to shift first. The shift inside you is what causes the shift outside you. That order never reverses. Your world becomes whatever you deeply believe it to be, and that idea shows up again and again across every wisdom tradition. It will be done for you according to what you actually believe. Faith was never really about religious sentiment. Faith is an inner assumption. It's the calm, unshakable acceptance that whatever's been placed in your heart is already complete on the spiritual level, waiting to show up physically. So let faith set the entire tone of your day. Let it rise in you the way light rises over a horizon. Let it settle into your bones, into your breathing, into the quiet space behind your own eyes, until it becomes the lens through which you see everything. Because what you believe deeply and consistently is exactly what you end up perceiving. And what you perceive is exactly what you end up living. This isn't wishful thinking. This is how consciousness actually operates. Your brain filters reality through whatever meaning you assign to it. Your nervous system reacts according to the story you keep telling yourself. Your inner state sends out signals that shape your behavior, your perception, even the opportunities that seem to find you. So if you want a different kind of day, you have to enter a different state first. That's the entire purpose of this quiet time. Because today hasn't been written yet. It's still soft clay in your hands. And the authority of your inner world decides what shape it takes. So form it with intention. Quietly affirm to yourself, I am not defined by yesterday. I am defined by who I'm choosing to be today. Feel that in your chest, in your breath, in the stillness between your own thoughts. Identity was never fixed. It's chosen, fresh, every single morning. So choose the version of you that's already whole, the strong one, the wise one, the loving one, the healed one, the abundant one, the confident one, the creative one, the spiritually awake one. That version isn't something you need to build from scratch. It already exists inside you, just waiting on your belief to let it show up. You don't need to create this self. You only need to uncover it. You don't need to become it. You only need to allow it. You don't need to earn it. It was already yours from the start. There's an old teaching that says, you are the light of the world. Not that you will become it someday. You already are. Identity comes before evidence. Identity comes before any visible result. Identity comes before behavior even shows up. Whatever you believe yourself to be decides what you expect. What you expect decides what you notice. What you notice decides what you actually receive. So this morning, let your identity be the foundation everything else rests on. Silently declare, today I'm walking as the version of myself I was always meant to be. Say it again if you need to. Let it become a kind of hum underneath everything you do, a felt knowing, an atmosphere that just surrounds you. Because once identity settles into place, everything else lines up behind it. Your day starts bending toward whatever state you're holding, almost automatically. And the more consistently you start your mornings from identity instead of reaction, the less circumstances get to shake you, the less you fall back into old emotional loops, the less you drift unconsciously through your own hours. You become steady, grounded, almost lit up from the inside. You walk into the day carrying a peace nothing external gave you, and a confidence nothing external can take back. Now, as this quiet settles around you like a soft blanket, you are ready for the part of this that actually shapes your entire day, consciously directing it from a place of real inner clarity, instead of just reacting to whatever shows up. Because here's the real secret behind all of this. Your day doesn't begin the moment you step into it. It begins the moment you declare it. Whatever you assume ahead of time becomes the path you end up walking. Whatever you expect emotionally becomes the reality you actually run into. Whatever you believe quietly on the inside becomes the pattern life shows you on the outside. This is why people throughout history who moved through the world with real conviction spoke about outcomes before they ever appeared. Because imagination was never meant to be treated as idle fantasy. It's closer to the womb where creation actually begins. The state you settle into during these morning minutes becomes the exact signal the rest of your day responds to. So before the world gets a chance to speak to you, you speak to the world first. Before your circumstances get to shape you, you shape the atmosphere those circumstances are about to unfold inside of. You aren't here just to react to your day. You're here to set the tone for it. Not by forcing anything, but by lining up with the truth of who you already are. So right here in this quiet moment, let's speak the truth of your day into existence. Not as some wishful daydream, not as a nice idea, but as a genuine decision made by your own awareness. Let your inner voice say, today my mind is clear, today my heart is steady, today my spirit is aligned. Today I choose faith over fear, today I walk in favor, today I expect good things, today I release whatever resistance I've been holding on to. Today I stay open to blessings I haven't even seen coming yet. Let those words wash over you like warm light. Let them settle into the space of your awareness until they stop being just words and start becoming an actual state. Because the moment a statement turns into a state, whatever it points to becomes almost inevitable. Your subconscious mind can't really tell the difference between what's literally true and what's vividly, consistently accepted as true. It just responds to feeling, to assumption, to whatever emotional tone you're carrying without contradicting it. So when you speak words like these in the morning, you're not trying to talk yourself into something. You're instructing the deepest layer of your own mind to build a day that actually matches your inner alignment. Belief becomes the real decree here, not something spoken with your mouth, but something planted quietly in the soil of the unseen, left to grow the way any planted seed does. So let's go one layer deeper still, into the part where belief actually turns into something lived in the body, not just thought about in the head. Because affirmations don't really take root until feeling gets involved. Feeling is the real language your subconscious understands. Feeling is what actually moves the needle. Feeling is the proof that a belief has taken hold. So bring feeling into everything you just declared. Feel what it's actually like to move through your day carrying real inner certainty. Feel the calm radiating out from the center of you. Feel the strength of knowing you're not walking through this alone. Feel the clarity of a mind that isn't dragging worry around with it. Feel the ease of a heart that isn't tangled up in old fear. Feel the lightness of a spirit that's actually aligned instead of fighting itself. Let yourself feel the day already fulfilled, not at the end of it, but right here at the very start. Because you're rehearsing the exact vibration your day is about to mirror straight back at you. Your day was never responding to your wishes. It's always been responding to your state. So choose the state, feel the state, live inside the state, and watch the day organize itself around it without you having to force a single thing. This is the real power hiding inside your mornings. This is the difference between drifting through your life and actually creating it. This is the shift from unconscious living into conscious creation. So take one more breath. Slow, steady, deliberate. As you breathe in, imagine fresh strength filling you completely. As you breathe out, release every doubt that was never actually yours to carry in the first place. Feel something larger than circumstance moving quietly through you, settling your mind, calming your heart, whispering guidance into the quiet part of your awareness. This isn't just imagination anymore. This is communion. This is the exact place where belief merges with identity. Identity merges with direction. And your entire day starts taking shape around the self you're actively choosing to wake up. And here's the deepest realization waiting for you at the very center of all this. The day you are about to walk into is already responding to the state you're in right now. Not later, not once an opportunity shows up, not once a challenge appears. Right now, in this exact breath, your state is already speaking to your life before you've spoken a single word to another person. Your inner tone is already announcing itself before your feet even touch the floor. Your quiet, private assumptions have already begun shaping the entire texture of your day. This is why mornings hold this much weight. This is why sitting with words like these, about stillness, identity, faith, and alignment, before the world gets loud, can genuinely redirect the whole course of a life. Because consciousness always comes first, and reality simply follows behind it. So as your inner world steadies and your beliefs get clearer, let's declare this final truth together. Your day is ready to cooperate with you. Quietly, calmly, say to yourself, today I move with purpose. Today I walk in favor. Today my steps are ordered. Today I expect something beautiful. Today I choose peace. Today everything is working together for my good. Say it again if it helps, not with force, but with the calm certainty of someone who already knows these words are functioning as spiritual law, taking shape in real time. Because intention spoken from real alignment was never a request. It was always a decree. This has been manifest with Neville. A lot of us learned to say yes, even when it cost us our own peace, until niceness started feeling like the only way to be accepted or loved. But constantly being the nice one quietly holds you back from ever living a life that's actually yours. When you spend all your energy managing everyone else's needs, you lose track of yourself. You keep giving, hoping it gets returned, and when it doesn't, you end up drained and disconnected from what you actually care about. Kindness was never supposed to mean being a pushover who says yes to everything and feels guilty the moment they try to set a boundary. Real kindness comes from strength, not fear. It takes courage to say no when you mean it, to stand behind what you believe, and to notice when your agreeableness is being used against you. You were never responsible for everyone else's happiness. You're here to chase your own goals and honor what's true for you. And that means learning to hold boundaries instead of trading your peace for approval. The more you chase validation from others, the more power you hand them over your own happiness. If you want out of that loop, it starts with believing you're enough exactly as you are, that your worth was never tied to how much you give away. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-respect. Once you stop performing the nice guy role, you'll attract people who actually value you for who you are, and you'll finally have room to live a life that feels like your own.